Can we think about a settlement platform that might escrow central bank reserves in order to transfer them from one bank or participant to another?
But the biggest hindrance for XRP adoption is there aren't really too many consumer-facing wallets at this point. But there's a whole other story behind that.
The politicians are saying we can't afford 20 to 30 billion pounds a year of green investment, which is deemed necessary to save the planet. But
Ripple made the announcement this morning saying that it's proud to contribute to shaping a positive regulatory landscape in the U.S.
And if they don't get, if there's 2 or 3 identity providers and there's one that you don't trust, like they're competing to get your trust.
The global financial system migrating into blockchains, I would say we're in the very early stages of that. And that's where...
Know what you hold?
Enjoy the ride, pal.
It's the XRP Army.
If you got a baggie, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon O'Clock News. Shout out to the latest sim. We got Paul Lim in the building. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing them likies. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today at 2.71 trillion, up about 1.8% in the past 24. We got XRP in that number 8 spot, right around 52.5 cents. We got Stellar XLM in the number 42 spot, right around 10 cents. We got BTC 69,264. ETH right around 38 hundo. We got Flirt Networks right around 0.027. Axelar $1.12. We got XDC right around 3.5 cents. Songbird 0088. Stronghold 007. We got Zahao right around 11 cents. Evernote 21 cents. We got one from Ripple to pop things off from instant payments and mobile banking to new technologies and regulatory challenges. Our regional payments report provides insights into payment systems that are evolving around the world. Download the 2024 Trends in Regional Payments Report now. And we got the insights from Ripple's 2023 Trends in Regional Payments Report. The global payment industry is evolving at an unprecedented pace. The race is on to stay ahead of the dramatic shift in consumer preferences, regulatory changes, and technological innovations. A consistent theme across these advances is the use of modern-day payment solutions, including blockchain-enabled payments, to realize faster, more inclusive, and transparent customer experiences. To help navigate the dynamic landscape, Ripple recently published its 2023 Trends in Regional Payments ebook. We got open banking in North America, instant payments, Asia Pacific, mobile payments in Africa, crypto in Latin America, instant payments in Europe, the future of payments, XRP. And here goes the PDF here, Trends in Regional Payments inside the evolving global payment landscape. We got open banking, the rise in North America, going cashless, spotlight and stablecoins for payments. Asia Pacific leading the way in instant payments. Africa, crypto and mobile payments fuel financial inclusion. Latin America, ditching cash and finding crypto. Europe, no time like the present for instant payments. We got the conclusion. We got major shifts driven by consumer preferences, regulatory movements, and new technologies have upended payments experiences. And we also got modernized payment systems and financial services are gaining traction across North America as standardized messaging, secure data exchange, and interoperability take shape. Here we examine how open banking, FedNow, and ISO 20022 have contributed to streamlining the financial landscape in this region. XRP, XLM. We got Ratha K here. There are a couple of key statements in the Ripple's latest response to the SEC, often discussed. It's important to see them in print. First, they reiterate the court ruled that XRP is not a security. The court ruled that the digital asset XRP is not a security, and so the price at which Ripple sold XRP was not the same as the price at which Ripple sold its investment contracts described in the court's summary judgment order. They then added Ripple's sales of XRP no longer meet the characteristics of institutional sales covered at the summary judgment either. Note this isn't an argument about where sales occur outside the US. It seems definitional. And number 3, so in the response, Ripple has restated that the court's interpretation of XRP is not a security and on-demand liquidity doesn't require institutional sales, security they lost on earlier. Whether or not the numbers are disclosed, they reinforce these things as settled fact in official documents. We got Mr. Man XRP, settlement of tokenized assets with hypothetical EHKD. Project Victoria, a subsection of the EHKD pilot with HKMA, Ripple, and Fubon Bank aim to tokenize real estate properties, enabling fractional ownership and instant settlement of transactions using Ripple's CBDC platform. This streamlines the tokenization process, expedites property deals, and increases liquidity and accessibility in the real estate market. We got subject views. The IMF is looking for a public settlement asset across borders. Can we build a public good for cross-border payments?
I think the role of the public sector is not just rules and regulations. In fact, it's also about building public goods, building infrastructure. There is no public settlement asset across borders, and thus the pain points that you all know well in cross-border payments. And the question, I think, a really interesting question now is, can we build a public good for cross-border payments? Can we think about a settlement platform that might escrow central bank reserves in order to transfer them from one bank or participant to another and thus do settlement?
We got high vibe assets. The House of Financial Services Digital Assets Subcommittee will discuss tokenized and real-world assets in the hearing next Wednesday. XRP. We got 707 crypto. One of the biggest hindrance of XRP adoption was when the U.S. Gov banned Ripple from creating retail consumer-based products. So they went wholesale and 95% outside the U.S.
If anything, the biggest hindrance, and I guess we can kind of blame this to some extent on the U.S. government there as well. But the biggest hindrance for XRP adoption is there aren't really too many consumer-facing wallets at this point. But there's a whole other story behind that maybe my lawyers wouldn't be too happy if I talked about it, but I don't really care because you only live life once, and it's important to speak.
Got Bank XRP MasterCard launches crypto credential, allowing users to send and receive crypto using a username instead of a wallet address. Welcome to the mass adoption of digital assets. We got the Digital Pound Foundation. Could a digital pound save the UK economy? 20 to 30 billion per year. We hear from Simon Yao, head of policy and advocacy, about the concept of seigniorage income profit made from the process of issuing currencies to commercial banks.
20 to 30 billion pounds a year. This could be in the region of 20 to 30 billion pounds a year, kind of cost savings from having a digital pound. So it's quite a difficult concept to get your head around, seigniorage. But yeah, essentially it's the kind of profits from being able to issue money. And it could be potentially, transformative for a government. Politicians are saying we can't afford 20 to 30 billion pounds a year of green investment, which is deemed necessary to save the planet. But I think governments, with the adoption of a digital pound, are going to be given a huge windfall from essentially lower borrowing costs.
We got Volante Technologies. Real-time payments are set to become the standard moving forward. EU's instant payment regulation is setting the stage for a transformative change as PSPs gear up to meet ambitious deadlines. Staying informed and proactive is key. We got XRP drops. Always remember who has already spent several $100 million to win the victory for the entire crypto space. Ripple's donations account for about half of the roughly $100 million that Fairshake has raised so far from crypto companies like Coinbase and executives including Gemini, Cameron, Taylor, CNBC. Ripple lawsuit against the SEC, $200 million. Ripple's donation contribution to shaping a positive regulatory landscape, $50 million.
Ripple donated another $25 million to the digital asset super PAC Fairshake and in support of crypto-friendly political candidates. The latest donation is on top of the blockchain firm's initial contribution of $25 million last year. Ripple made the announcement this morning saying that it's proud to contribute to shaping a positive regulatory landscape in the U.S. The firm's donations account for about half of the roughly $100 million that Fairshake has raised so far from crypto companies like Coinbase and executives including Gemini's Winklevoss twins. We're sitting down with Ripple's CEO Brad Garlinghouse here at Consensus and executives including Gemini's Winklevoss twins. We're sitting down with Ripple's CEO Brad Garlinghouse here at Consensus in the coming days, and we will bring you that conversation on this topic and more.
We got one from Beyond Broke. Jake, having a fantastic time here at Austin Consensus 2024, listening to Joe Katz.
It costs them. They don't make any money. It's very cheap to say you're secure. It costs nothing, right? Our systems are completely secure. Your data is secure. Nobody will ever get your information. And for most people, that's it. They stop. They look any deeper because they can't, and they assume somebody else must have checked. Yeah. And usually many companies are great, but many aren't. And it's a lot cheaper not to be great. And if your customers don't care, it makes a lot more business sense to be terrible at it. And that sucks. That sucks for everybody and everything, and that erodes trust. And so that's why I think that this is like a big deal, that you can pick a company that's all they do. And if they don't get, if there's 2 or 3 identity providers and there's one that you don't trust, like they're competing to get your trust rather than them competing to get your bank to accept that they're the cheapest.
We got 707 Crypto, Chainlink CEO. We're at the very early stages for the global financial system migrating into blockchains, distributed ledger technologies.
So we're at very small percentages of the global financial system in a blockchain format. So I think we are in the middle stages of public blockchains and the retail community there, and prop trading and hedge funds being involved in public blockchains. We're in like the mid stages of that industry's development. The global financial system migrating into blockchains, I would say we're in the very early stages of that. And that's very positive for our industry because it means there's a lot of continued growth to come over the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and even, I would even say 10 years.
The best is still yet to come. Crawl, walk. Then we rock it. We got one from Expector. Tomorrow is the final day to use their XS lock. Don't miss out. Expector. Expector.com/token/XS-lock-program. We got Stellar Org putting the final touches on our booth at Consensus 2024. Who's ready to build? Join us at 12:24 tomorrow. And with that being said, Batman Bag Ladies, altcoins. Not long until the monthly close and the USDT chart looks exciting. USDT dominance recently broke through a trend line that has been intact for almost 6 years. MACD is showing a very strong bearish momentum. Back test should be completed. June equals market up, in my opinion. Juna we Muna, July we fly. Buckle up, the best is still yet to come. Let a friend know that the greatest opportunity of multiple lifetimes is still at hand, but the train's left the station. TikTok. TikTok, where will those bags be when that regulation jar of molasses finally breaks open and XRP's true price is finally revealed? Later glitches.
Pump it up, pump it up. Pump it up, gotta pump my bags up. Pump it to the moon, pump my bags up. XRP, pump it to the moon. Pump it up, pump my bags up. Pump it up, gotta pump my bags up. Pump it up, gotta pump my bags up. Pump it up, XRP to the moon. Pump it up, pump it up. Pump it up, gotta pump my